Hey everybody, it's Warhawk from Nerf Talk. Recently I received a care package from XFoxGames, and let me tell you, I was shocked to see what was in that box. I got some great blasters, and I also got some awesome mod kits. And one of the mod kits I got was for the Rival Fate. And it was a kit to convert the Fate from shooting Rivals to shooting Mega XL. Now, modding the Rival Fate was actually pretty easy, and because this kit actually is just one piece, makes it even easier. So I thought to try something, I would video myself modding it. So why don't you come along with me for the ride? Okay, so here's the piece that we're going to use to make our Fate shoot Mega XL darts. And as you can see, this is it. One piece, that's all it takes. Now, the one great thing about this mod, you don't need that, you don't need this, or these. All you need is this. That's it. Screwdriver, which is awesome for kind of people like me who are a little iffy when it comes to modding. I'm still just getting used to it, so anybody starting out, this is a perfect mod for you. So the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is get all these screws undone, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I now have all the screws undone, and it's always a good idea actually just to kind of go back and just check to make sure they actually are all completely unscrewed. The reason for that is you don't want to be in the middle of trying to open it up and all of a sudden have one screw just holding on enough so it doesn't want to open up all the way, right? So anyhow, the other thing I also want to mention too before you open this up, remember there is a spring right here right near the top. Now when you go to open this, there is a possibility that that spring might go flying out. So I actually do have like a box sitting here, and I will put my hand here to make sure that spring doesn't go flying. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up nice and slow. Just take your time, you know, you don't need to hurry. And watch that spring when you go to open that part up. Don't worry about the sights. These here, they slide right back in. And we should be, before I open that all the way, oh, just a screw. And there we go. So I would just want to point out real quick, I'm just going to tilt this up. So there's the spring I'm talking about right there. So when you do go to open this, you want to make sure you don't lose that. So let me put this screw back in here so I don't lose that. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to remove this piece here, and it just pops out. And remember, watch that spring. And it just slides out just like that. See? And you just want to make sure you get that spring off of there like that. Now the nice thing is about this kit is because that it is one piece, if you ever wanted to go back to using this the Fate as a rival, you can. All you need to do is just keep all the pieces that you take out so you can put it back in. So now that we have that out, what we're going to need here is this plunger piece right here. So that is going to pop out just like this. Just take your time, take it nice and slow, and just pull that right off just like that. And then that's what you should end up with there. And like, see, that spring wants to go, see that? So now that we know it's nice and secure right there, we're gonna leave her just like that, because I like kind of leaving this in, because that way you don't have to try and worry, you don't have to worry about where things go afterwards, right? Like me, sometimes I kind of get flustered, and when something pops out, I totally forget where it goes. But luckily, these ones are pretty easy to work with. So what I'm gonna do next is actually take out this air restrictor here, which is awesome. You don't even have to cut it. All you need is a screwdriver, because there's a screw down in there. Hopefully you can see that. And all we're gonna do is unscrew that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then find a spot to put this, because I want to keep that. And I'll see you in a minute. So there we go. That's the air restrictor out. And like I said, I wanted to find a spot for it because there is a spring with it, and of course springs always like to be lost. So anyhow, now that we have the air restrictor out, we're actually going to put this back in and make sure this bottom notch here goes in the bottom. Now of course this is not the funnest thing, but if you do take your time, you should be able to just get it in just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so there we go. I do have that back in, and of course my spring is still there. And now all we need to do, everyone, is just take this, your Mega XL piece here, and slide it right over top and hold on to that spring. Can't stress that enough. And that is just going to sit in there just like that. Okay, and that's it. And like I said, if you ever wanted to go back to shooting the rival rounds, it's easy. You just got to pretty much reverse everything you did. There's no glue, there's no nothing. So that's it. Now all you need to do is just put it back together and you're ready to fire a Mega XL. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, there we go. And once again, not a bad idea just to go back and make sure that they're all nice and tight for you. Now you don't want to over tighten the screws, because remember, this is just plastic, so it's very easy to strip the plastic where the screws go in. So everything is nice and tight, and there we go. The XFox Fate Mega XL Blaster. Let's take it outside for a few shots. So there we go, everybody. That is the mod kit from XFoxGames to convert your Fate into shooting Mega XL darts, which I think is pretty cool. So if you want to check it out, go check out XFoxGames Etsy store. You won't be disappointed, let me tell you. Thanks for watching. Keep on nerfing.